My name is Scott Cunningham, and I'm the director of University of Wynwood, which is a nonprofit that advances contemporary literature here in Miami. And I'm also the director and co-founder of Oh Miami, which is a month-long poetry festival we created with the John S. and James L. Knight Foundation. We came up with this idea of, well, let's deliver a poem to everybody. Why not? Let's give it a shot.
Resolution for a poetic Miami-Dade County.
And we felt like that would, engage the audience here in ways that probably no poetry event ever had.
On the drop of the official Oh Miami banner, the month of April 2011 will have officially begun, and Miami will cease to be Miami and commence being Oh Miami.
My name is Rashawn Mitchell. I am here to present a performance that I choreographed in collaboration with the poet Anne Carson. It's a performance version of her most recent book, which is called Knox. It's about her brother who died, and she's using the book as a way to kind of create a portrait of him, a person that she didn't know very well, that she didn't speak to very often, and so he's a real mystery, and the mystery is in the performance as well.
Right when we started planning the festival, we found out about the collaboration between Anne Carson and Rashawn Mitchell, and the book Knox had just come out recently. Once we brought it down here, Craig Robbins, who's the president of Dacker Development, allowed us to use this space, the Moore Building, which is I think one of the most unique buildings in Miami, with the combination of a 1920s industrial furniture factory that's been kept in good condition, and then the Zaha Hadid sculpture over here, which is obviously pretty unique. And the contrast to those, they come from two very different architectural time periods and aesthetics. And so taking that space and then taking two dance pieces that have only been done in their full form, each of them had only been done once before, and taking them and trying to adapt them to the space was challenging, but also, I think, truly poetic.
Poetry and dance are such big words. There's such a broad definition for both of those things, but I think, typically poetry, it has an innate rhythm in it, and dance has the same thing, and I think putting those two together always makes it interesting. It's an interesting experiment. We are trying to create a world where both the poetry and the dancing can coexist and become something larger than both would be by themselves. So.
I swim in the dark and the night rings 9 chimes. The space between the water and my skin is the distance separating me from you.
My name's Catherine Layton, and I come from Toronto, Canada. And I got involved in Oh Miami because I have been running this website, How Pedestrian, for about a year, where I go out on the street and ask people to read poems for me.
She's really just all about spreading contemporary poetry that she thinks is worthwhile. Two things that are great about it. One is she selects really great poems. She's really good at it. And then secondly, she seems to match up people and places really well. But I think that project's perfect for Miami. And it was perfect, again, for our mission and Knight's mission of engaging the audience here, bring the poetry to them and expose people to something they haven't heard, and create this experience that, sort of like Miami, there's all these contradictions in Miami. You create this experience that maybe seems contradictory, but is often really enjoyable.
The illusion we call blue is one of those perfect clear days when sunlight moves without challenge. See how wind waves through the trees, how shadows play the yard like a typewriter, branches tapping lines out across the grass that no one bothers to read.